zoo without animals? What about an aquarium without water? When I was a kid, I loved going to the zoos and aquariums. Every time we went to the local aquarium, I begged my mom to buy me some fish so I could feed the seals. I loved the ocean theater too. I was so excited to meet the superstar, Miss Hoi Wai, the killer whale, jump so high, touch the ball in the sky. But as I got older, I realized something. These animals are stuck in these artificial environments. They are stuck in these man-made small containers for life. Let me ask you this. What was your longest lockdown during the pandemic? Few days? Weeks? Or months? Remember that feeling. We couldn't feel the sun. We couldn't hug our families and friends. For many of us, it was lonely and frustrating. Imagine being locked down for life. I do have mixed feelings towards zoos and aquariums. Yes, they are an accessible and convenient way to learn about animals and keep the family entertained. I get it. I have a 7-year-old son too. But keeping wildlife captive is not the only option. Can we create a more compassionate zoo experience? Well, I'm not a zoologist or scientist. I'm a digital art curator, and I love animals. My team and I use science, art, and technology to create interactive artworks, to raise awareness in wildlife conservation and their habitat. After the pandemic, we felt, it's the right time to launch the Happy Zoo, a zoo without animals. We started with Bluetopia, a digital art aquarium, by the end of 2023. This journey includes Symphilia. It was a combination of crochet art and mixed reality. Merging physical artwork and virtual artwork inside a headset was groundbreaking technology at the time. With the headsets, people could walk along in this colorful coral reef made of yarn, while being surrounded by this animated marine life, getting an underwater experience. And all these marine stories were crafted based on science. We also had Hidden. It was a blank screen at first, but when curious visitors pick up the lenses nearby, they reveal the magic. They can see a rich world of marine lives where many people would never see. Like nature, our artworks never spoon-feed our visitors. They have to explore the artwork themselves. To be clear, we are not trying to replicate a zoo. We are exploring possibilities of using art and technology to create this unique experience of wildlife encounters without real animals. So for me, the challenge is how to help people to build empathy for the animals. I was struck by this question. What if animals could talk? The world would be a completely different place, isn't it? In the creation of the rainforest zone for the Happy Zoo, we chose the Sumatra forest in Indonesia, which is also home for the orangutans. Orangutan in Malay means man from the forest. So I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if an orangutan can talk about the stories of the forest and the animals living there through a real-time conversation with our visitors? To build this connection between visitors and our orangutan, we needed to work out a persona to add more substance to our artwork. Research led us to Friska. She's a female orangutan in her 60s, living in the swamp forest. We reached out to Dr. Caroline Shipley, director of the Swat Orangutan Research Project. Caroline shared many fascinating details about Friska. Let me share some here with you. She is one of the oldest orangutan living in the wild, and she's the dominant female in her tribe. She's known for a bit grumpy, but getting more mellow now due to her age. She's a mother of 6, have many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She's also famous for her strict parenting style. She will leave her children to cry it out more than any other orangutan mothers. Well, she definitely knows what she's doing because she has raised a resilient and independent tribe, the most thriving group in the swamp forest. Then we have to consolidate all this background information into training materials for our AI Friska. Since our Friska can talk, I wanted her to speak differently from human. I was inspired by this famous gorilla, Coco. She communicated through American Sign Language. Her video shared in 2015, the climate conference, moved me. Let me share some examples here with you. Earth, Coco love. Time, hurry. Fix, Earth. It gives me goosebumps every time. Her words were direct and simple, yet it was so powerful because it came from a gorilla. Okay, we decided her talking style. What about her voice? Instead of finding a voiceover artist, we invited Dr. Suchi, one of the most comprehensive orangutan researchers in Indonesia, to do her voice samples for us to train our Friska's voice. So we have background, personality, her voice. What about the look? Caroline shared over 100 of Friska's images, and we got her measurement as well. We collaborated with a 3D modeler specialized in apes modeling to create this 3D model with some modification for our AI Friska. Now we're all set. I'm going to do a live demo to show you a conversation with our dialogue-based interactive artwork, meeting the public for the very first time. Please welcome Friska, Queen of Swat. Hello, Friska. Can you tell us about your home?
Home, Swak Forest, Sumatra. Many orangutans live, over 200. Forest swampy. Limbang River boundary, safe from humans. River, protect forest. Trees tall, many fruits. Good home for orangutans.
Even a simple word as home. We needed to teach our Friska that home refers to her swamp forest, not a random human home in Chinsachui. Okay, let me ask another one. I wonder what orangutan do every day. But this time, let me try asking in Cantonese. Hello, Friska. 你平時鍾意做啲乜嘢嘅呢？
Every day, Friska enjoy trees, relax on branches, watch forest. Eat fruits, yum. Like quiet, sit alone. Children visit sometimes, bring joy. Simple, peaceful life.
Some of you here may wonder, how come Friska was not answering in Cantonese? After all, chatbot is so common now in many languages. However, when it down to customization, here means we wanted to use a specific voice for Friska, things become way complicated. As a result, we went for Chinese subtitles. To utilize the balance between the accessibilities of Cantonese speaker and the voice we wanted to use. Constantly searching for the optimal balance is part of the art creation process for interactive artwork. Okay. Last question. Let me ask a more complex one. Friska, how do you feel about humans?
Humans watch orangutans in Swak. Friska see them sometimes. Up high in trees, they observe. Friska conscious, some humans harm forests, but Swak safe, for now. River, it keep us apart. Friska prefer forest, fruit, tree.
As we know, chatbot is designed neutral. However, for our Friska, as a representation of orangutans, she develops her own perspectives through machine learning. This persona offers her own point of view towards certain topics to allow the conversation to be more engaging and relevant. Thank you, Friska, for joining us today. I will see you again in the exhibition. Isn't it amazing that we can have a real-time conversation with an orangutan to learn about the forest and the animals living there, rather than reading from the signage on the wall? I want Friska and all our artworks at the Happy Zoo to be able to build this connection between people and nature. After all, if people don't feel it, why would they care? It will be hard to drive change. To turn empathy into action, we aim to highlight the value of the forest and support the community. And that's why, as part of the Happy Zoo, we line up local NGOs and the Sumatra NGOs to work together to explore ecotourism. With your support in ecotourism, humans and wildlife can live side by side, strengthening the local economy and respecting both nature and the community. Say, for example, shall we hike into the forest to observe wild orangutans? Or help care those amazing animals in the sanctuaries? And what about hike with these gentle giants, the sanctuary elephants in the jungle? At the Happy Zoo, Our goal is to get people to question, is restraining animals the best way to teach our next generations about compassion and conservation? There's no beauty in stolen freedom. If we really want to save the endangered species, should we find ways to save their habitat and let nature recover? With empathy and creativity, every one of us can find our own way to create a kinder and a more sustainable future. My team and I started with the Happy Zoo, a zoo without animals. What will be yours? Thank you.